Yo, what is going on, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. I'm Ramsey Abushala, editor of urbanpitch.com. Julio Matarosa, Bridget Flores. What's going on, y'all? How we doing?
What up, what up? It's been a long week.
It's a long week. Y'all been to any Coldplay concerts lately or anything that sort? No?
You're not going to catch me slipping at no Coldplay concert, that's for sure.
Getting caught cheating at a Coldplay concert is epic.
That's, yeah.
Just the whole energy about it, like from the lead singer trying to like make a joke out of it, but he was actually like
made it worse.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he was on the mark and he was trying to be funny. I think had they literally not moved, no
have
one would have
some composure.
You know
bro.
what I mean?
Like, come on,
bro. I like you cheated before. Come on,
have some composure,
bro.
Like,
Rookie.
like I mean,
bro.
You know, I mean, somebody posted a video of the same thing happening at an LAFC game. Do you guys remember that?
Yes, I saw that with that actor, right?
Yeah. But I mean, so like this is not something that's new. But I mean, I don't think that it's gone to, because like he was like the CEO of like a big company.
He had to step down.
The internet like went
happened.
crazy. Like I feel like because the internet's so big, it's so hard to find like something that like goes viral across. So where like, you know, like my parents know what's going on. Mm-hmm, you know what I mean? Like it transcends into Facebook. Like,
right.
You know, like there's
starts to hit the older generation.
Yeah. This is one of those moments where it's like everybody knows, you know, you mentioned that like they're doing it at like New York Mets games. They're having like the Coldplay cam, like all these different games. So this is it was kind of like a wild thing. Cause I mean, when I first saw it, I was like,
it took over everywhere.
Yeah. I first saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then like I woke up the next morning, it was everywhere. Like it's one
the
of those
older
things.
generation is mad because like they're like, a CEO is expected to cheat. Like, what are we doing with this country? The CEO can't cheat nowadays.
That's crazy work.
That's you aspire to be a CEO to cheat.
There's no way. And the thing is that like things like this happen often. Like you'll see like kiss cams at games and it's just like two random people that are put together or like people that
they'll stage it a lot of times too,
exactly.
where it's like, you know, they'll have like two people and like they'll act
or like
you know,
when you get caught with your side piece at the game. Like no, this was legit. Like the only thing is that it hurts more because they're big people of like a company.
He doesn't know how to do it. Like when you're bringing a side piece somewhere, you gotta get nosebleeds because usually you won't see nobody there that you know. Like
they don't put the cameras up.
Yeah, but
you don't get the VIP suite.
Yeah, you don't get the VIP suite. You're asking for this.
They surpass all of that section,
bro. Bro. I gotta talk to this guy. Like,
we need a
consulting firm for cheaters.
Cheaters United.
And in the suite, like on top of that, like, you gonna go and
the
like,
best suite in the stadium at because it's centered. Like,
and on the company's dime. I'm just kidding. I don't even know.
Probably.
But
I mean, they could have wrote that off as a work
expense. It was a team outing.
Yeah, exactly. Team bonding.
Wait, where did he work? Astronomer? Was it for like astronaut type?
I don't remember the name. It's like astronomy or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of the company before, but apparently it's like a
we'll never forget it now.
I know. Yeah. This could be a major
bro. That's what I'm
play.
saying. Like,
honestly,
the publicity, like they're getting now at the company. I went in to their website. Like,
but can you imagine like what the next day at the office was like? Like
with the head of
everybody
HR.
just going.
The head of HR.
Can you imagine?
If you stop in sexual harassment or not, lady.
So are we checking in with you or are you checking in with us? Am I still having that follow-up meeting with you today or?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's messy, man.
As a person that works in HR, damn, you messing it up for all of us.
But could you imagine, like, I saw a tweet that said, like, is there a worse concert to find out that you're getting cheated on than a Coldplay concert?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, come on, like, you're taking her to a Coldplay concert, like at least take her to something, you know, like, I don't know, if it was something that like I feel like I was missing out on, maybe I'd be a little bit more mad. But I feel like the fact that it's like kind of like dentist office music that you're listening to while you're cheating on me, that kind of hurts a little bit more, you know.
But maybe that's why he took her because he's like, who's gonna put Coldplay out there like that to the world?
He took a good step on the right direction. It was just
Wrong turn.
It just executed so
right
Poorly.
idea, wrong execution. Yeah.
Cheating is bad.
Damn. I mean, I would not be caught in that kind of mess. But
because you wouldn't be going to a Coldplay concert.
No, for sure not.
So wait, but you would be cheating?
No, of course not.
Did they got kiss cams at Reggaetonlandia? Did they got?
Ivy Queen's about to perform.
No, I don't think that they do, but that would be scandalous. Can you imagine?
No, but like
the Pershing Square, the summer event.
Yeah, but
the summer concert.
They had oldies night. Wait, so they had a video on Pershing Square, like it was like oldie nights, like like them like cholos and chola-esque people.
Yeah,
and they were rushing a free concert.
Yeah.
To get in. Oh my God, sorry. That was funny as hell, yo. I'm like, whose grandparents are these?
Dude, I know.
Rushing in to get in. But going back to cheating.
We don't like that.
No.
We don't condone cheating.
What would be the best and worst concert to go for cheating though?
I don't know, man.
And get caught.
I feel like if imagine stuff like Imagine Dragons or
God. Do you remember when U2 was put forcefully on our Apple Music?
Dude, that was like
I'd be vibing out to my place and then a U2 song play. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, you can't go to
respectfully.
You can't go to a Kirk Franklin gospel day and get caught cheating either.
That would
be bad.
That's the other end of the spectrum. There, yeah. I feel like you guys remember Hobson.
Oh yeah.
No.
Hobson is OG scaring the Huz music.
Ill Minds. Ill Minds was at 5 was probably my jam.
So yeah, I mean that he's kind of out there type stuff, but
yeah, because if you go to an RJ concert, you're probably cheating.
Right. So
there's concerts you got to do this at, but not it
wouldn't be a headline.
Coldplay.
Yeah. Oh man.
Coldplay is our producer's go-to song.
Coldplay? Oh, Viva La Vida. I mean, Coldplay has some jams. Let's be real.
They do. You don't expect this kind of scandal at Coldplay.
Right. You ain't cheating at a Coldplay concert.
You gotta keep it cool at Coldplay.
Right.
Coldplay looks like they tell on you for doing something like that.
They did.
And he sure did.
Hey, but the comments that the company released the following day was amazing. They were like, we expect our leadership personnel to be great persons in and outside of the company. And I was like, yeah, bro, messed up. Yeah. But let's fire the HR person too. Yeah, because they both. You
think HR? Yeah. HR, the mistress needs.
I don't like her giving bad name to HR people everywhere.
Right. Yeah, you're a spokesperson for HR.
Yeah.
So how would you handle that as an HR professional?
Investigation first of all.
Okay.
First of all, and then
we go into emails.
Not emails. Just investigation. Get both sides of the story, and then make a decision private. Internally, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That's good jargon.
Investigation, as if those cameras weren't enough. Those camera shots.
AI is crazy.
Open and shut. That's an open and shut case.
Wait.
Interesting. So you're saying this isn't you, but it looks like
it was the wrong time. You were just hugging her to show her the stage. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were embarrassed because I get stage fright and I don't want to be on the big screen. You know what I mean?
You see me in company talks.
God forbid I was holding her back from falling.
I saw someone that was like, hey, you gonna believe me or that lying ass Coldplay screen?
But wait, so when you watch a video, it's a person on the left hand side lady.
Right.
The minute are you cheating? She's like, yeah. First of all, don't have her as a friend ever again in your life.
Dude, she knew what they were doing, and the way that she even blushed for them, that secondhand embarrassment, is because she knew. They probably told her oh yeah, we're gonna go together, we're gonna keep it low key. She was probably like, you are gonna go together to this all right, all right, and then literally she gave that I told you not to do it face.
Hey, but that was
yeah.
Crazy work.
Speaking of of marital problems or
segue.
Talking about scandal and statements. A big headline in the last couple of days. Chicharito, who we talked about on this podcast, quite extensively, whether it's his time in the Mexican national team. Obviously had a big stint in with the LA Galaxy. Had was it 2023 an MVP caliber year, that kind of bounce back season before he got injured. Now playing with Chivas, made some pretty controversial statements on his social media. He's been one to speak out, honest. He's outspoken on social media, whether he's talking about his mental health after his European career ended. He was in a deep depression after his first couple of seasons with the Galaxy. Didn't really go too well, and he was very what's the word, transparent about what he was going through, his feelings. Yeah. And so he's kind of built that identity of someone that speaks his mind.
Genuinely online, he's a good vibe, especially when he's gaming
streaming,
and stuff. He's just talking and having a good conversation.
Yeah. So very candid online. And so released a series of videos in which he was kind of out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from.
It was just self-reflecting, because one of the first videos he came out was he was saying that he
I scored.
Yeah, I scored multiple
celebrated
goals.
more goals with the fans than
myself.
than I ever did with myself.
So he was going
like
through,
self-reflecting,
and then that kind of like went into a left turn where he was talking about gender roles in relationships and was recently fined by I don't know if it was Liga MX or Chivas, but
no,
he was
like
fined.
Liga MX. I guess they have a division like on like being
the
sexist.
Mexican Football Federation.
Yeah.
They fined him for his comments. So getting into the comments, if you haven't, we're obviously going to do this in English. He was speaking in Spanish. I picked up like mujeres and yeah, there's like a couple of words that but
there you go. El Ramsey.
but
no, it's Ramses.
For the most part, it was more like, oh, okay, I don't know what he's saying. But
you're like eso. Yes.
Sí. Bad Bunny, baby.
You're like Drusky in Mexico.
Pásalo. Oh, yeah. First of all, Drusky, I thought he actually was saying something with the other languages.
No, bro. The Vietnamese at the nail salon, he was not speaking. He was not speaking.
I kind of believed it for a little bit, and then he did the Spanish one, and I was like, I'm offended.
He did back to back unhinged.
When it's your culture, then all of a sudden,
hold on.
It was funny when it was other people.
I didn't know. I did not know. Ignorance.
Yeah,
I did not know.
But okay, let's get into the Chicharito comment. So, just a few quotes that kind of made the headlines.
Yes.
He said, "Women are failing and eradicating masculinity. You're making society hypersensitive. Embody your feminine energy by caring, nurturing, receiving, multiplying, cleaning, maintaining the home, which is the most cherished place for us men. Don't be afraid to be a woman, to allow yourselves to be led by a man who only wants to see you happy." And then he continued, "But you women need to learn to receive and honor masculinity. Sometimes the truth can hurt in the moment, but that is how we grow. Let's accept the truth and change enough to create the humanity that we've always been searching for." And then he later on went on to say, "So you want a man who will provide for you, but cleaning is patriarchal oppression? Interesting." So those are, just a handful of the quotes that he said that, when you take a look at them, like, it reads kind of crazy.
And it's crazy though, because like the passage you wrote, it's a two-sided video. That video has the first part, of course, is what you said about the most cherished spot in the world, place is for the man. But then he goes on to going on the man, saying stuff like, "Hey, like, how do you expect her to follow you if you can't be a great leader?"
Right.
So he goes on both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's true. And I think
the issue here is
Bridge.
the fact that he's holding gender norms for both men and women. Mm-hmm. And no one asked him. But also, if you're self-reflecting, period, do your thing. But he's putting information out there that holds traditional gender norms that are really sexist and that for a long time we've been trying to evolve out of. I mean, look at who their president is. It's a woman in power who is right in a position that for so long was meant for men. Yeah. And it's not anymore. It's not any longer. So the issue is that he's talking and telling women, like, in order to be feminine, you have to learn or appreciate cleaning and cooking,
following men.
Yeah, right, and following men. And then for men, it's like, in order to be masculine and to embrace your masculinity, you have to learn to be a provider. You have to learn how to lead. You have to be a great leader. Like, masculinity doesn't come from just providing. Like, there's so much beyond masculinity that allows a man to feel empowered in who he is beyond that. And I think that's just that's the issue. Like, women can be independent and can be leaders themselves just as much as a man can, but dividing it in that way and trying to hold it to a certain expectation for each side is just completely wrong.
Yeah, and I think that if there are plenty of women that do follow that, that want to be in the gender norms and that want to be, like, I've been to weddings where, like, when they have the vows, it's like to obey, and to, like, a lot of times that gets, like, taken out of, like, the traditional vows. Mm-hmm. But I've been to some where it's like that was part of the whole vows and everything like that. So you can find a woman that wants to be, more traditional, or that wants to be, the head of the household and wants to, care and provide and do, like, the typical things. But to reduce, like, all of femininity or women to just be like, okay, in order to be a successful woman or in order to keep society, running, or like he says something about like humanity, it needs to be this way. I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, because he also said about the guys, he said, you want a trustworthy, supportive woman, but you put your friends, your family over them. Interesting. So he was saying different norms, but basically going on both sides, letting each know like you're looking for stuff, but you're not working on yourself prior to like looking for what you want in life.
Yeah. If he would have said that
he did say that.
He didn't say work on yourself. He said you're looking for a provider, but you don't appreciate cleaning. Like, no, like that is such a sexist, and it is offensive. So you're telling me that I can't want a provider because I don't appreciate cleaning? Like, that is just so demeaning. Like, and it belittles, and it makes it, again, goes back to like putting women in a certain box that like, in order to like be loved and wanted by a man, you have to want to and love like cleaning and cooking. And
that's one thing. Like, because I think that if you're gonna be like, if there's two professionals in the relationship, right? You can't just like and I've seen this happen, this might be anecdotal, but I've seen it happen where, both the husband and wife or both partners are, providing for the family, whether it's equal or, it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter.
There still needs to be a division of the other stuff that goes into, whether it's cooking, cleaning, and childcare. A lot of times it gets thrust upon the woman who's also doing providing as well. So there needs to be some kind of division there, because a lot of times it becomes unfair. But at the same time, when they say, they're coming after your masculinity, like you can't be a masculine man anymore. What, like, who's they? Like, I don't know. Like, being masculine, like, nobody's taking that away from you. No. I don't think so. Like, Andrew Tate has 1 million followers. Yeah. Like, that's like the most, like, he's the worst. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the Fresh and Fit podcast made a whole name
exactly, on man. Of there's plenty of masculinity out there. You can still be a man. You can still be strong. You can still, go to the gym and be a leader and be competitive and be aggressive and all that stuff.
And bark like I show speed.
I think what they mean is they don't want to be accountable for the stuff that they do wrong. And being held accountable is all of a sudden, I can't do this without, getting checked anymore. Whereas before it's like you could kind of do whatever you wanted, like, in the 60s. Yeah. Like, you could like do whatever, like a man could do whatever he wanted with no repercussions. Like, and all of a sudden that
was on them. Like, they had to provide.
Right.
And women had to clean.
Exactly. And so there's very strict division of labor, and these talking points have been thrust like in society for years, like since like the 20s, since women started to get autonomy, since they were able to vote, start being able to vote or open bank accounts. Like, this stuff has been going on, and I'm not like a conspiracy guy. I don't believe in conspiracies.
Tinfoil hat.
But like, I wouldn't be surprised if the FBI and CIA were throwing this stuff in here to keep us like, talking about stuff like this, because it's so cyclical. No matter what, you'll go back to like the 1900s and you'll see newspaper articles saying like the end of society because women are entering like the workforce or whatever. Every single generation has had this argument of, men should be men, women should be women. Whereas, I mean, you could find a balance. There's a balance, I think, that to be had, because there needs to be, like, you need to have somebody cleaning and cooking and taking care of the kids and doing all of that.
$20 an hour.
or
TaskRabbit.
Yeah. No, but like Chicharito's been going through this before though, because his mentor, he has a mentor that when he was leaving Spain to come, what's it, Spain?
Sevilla.
To come to LA Galaxy, he had a guy, I forget his name. It was a bald guy. Now he's like emotional. I mean,
so that was like kind of like his rebrand or whatever.
Yeah, his brand,
and like a guru type.
Yeah.
Thing.
So, but if you see this guy's videos, he's like an Enter Tate, but a Mexican style, and he goes talk, and basically the same things that Chicharito is saying. Like he said, and this guy supposedly that there was a lot of controversy saying this guy has basically the reason he got divorced because Chicharito started like being influenced by this guy way more than than his family. He like listened to him way more than family, and then like he had backlash for that because the things that guy says is pretty crazy compared to what Chicharito
he's like
said.
A life coach. Or
yeah,
something?
He's like a life coach now.
Yeah, but on the other hand, with like Chicharito being very outspoken and talking about his feelings and emotions when he was, that's not a masculine thing. You know what I mean? Like that's not the typical masculinity is all about pushing your emotions down, not being emotional, not sharing anything that's going on with you. Like you're supposed to, you know, keep your head down and like, you know, wait for it to all boil over like when you're drunk and then like make a scene, you know what I mean? And have like one emotional release that to the detriment of everybody around you.
Yeah, and ignore your friend group for 3 months, then come back and they're like, hey, you good?
Yeah.
Talk about
and then never talk about it again. You know?
Yeah, then lose friends because they try to bring it up like, nope.
So like, you know, so he was on one hand like very in touch with his emotions and talking about, you know, mental health and being depressed in his first few years with LA, and then turning that around to have that, you know, really successful year. I think he scored like 20 plus goals in MLS, and if it wasn't for Vela, like him and Vela like pretty much ran the league that year. I think that was Vela's, that wasn't his MVP season, but
I believe it was. So it's like 2021, or it might have been the year.
I think it was after, because Vela won it in 19, and that was.
No, it was like 2021, 21, 22. Dang,
the year,
it's been that long ago. 21, I think 21 or 22.
Before the championship.
Because his first year he didn't do that good, and then the following year he had a great he had a great beginning of the season, and then he got hurt.
Yeah. But anyways, like for him to be able to turn that around and be so candid about it, like I think that you know showed that, you know, okay, you know, that's not a very typically you know, masculine thing. Like a lot of, you know, machismo people would have, you know, probably made, and a lot of people probably did make fun of him for crying on camera when he came to LA, or, you know, like I'm sure that was the case. So I think that he has every right to say whatever he wants to say. He can share his mind. Like I'm all for that, but it's just kind of it's funny to pick and choose like when you want to be like super macho masculine, and then when you want to be in touch with your you know, more emotional side. Yeah,
I believe that the way he started the series being self-reflecting, if he would have just kept it like on like this is my personal views opposed to generalizing everything, it would have gone way better.
Yeah.
But when he started generalizing, you can offend people that you probably don't mean to offend, but you just can't leave it open for the public like that. You have to, you know, this is my personal views. I feel that this was wrong in the world, because everybody's gonna have their opinion. But once you make it seem like it's the truth, that's when you're gonna get the backlash.
Once you think you're entitled to talk about other people and generalize to the public like that, then you lose credibility, because who are you to tell anyone else what they should or shouldn't do in order to gain something? You don't. No one can.
Yeah.
But if you're speaking from like an I perspective, my perspective, for sure, like people are gonna listen because that's your experience and that's your reality. But once you start placing that on others, you're out of here.
So forcing your opinion, so like having those, you know, it's fine to have the traditional values.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's okay. I don't agree with it, but I think that if you want to have
your
like
norms
traditional,
and my norms are going to be different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but once you start saying like, hey, Bridget, you know, you really should do is find a man that can take care of you, and, you know, you should just focus on having babies and cooking and cleaning. Once you start like trigger,
I'm like, sounds familiar.
once you start pushing that on people, then I mean, it starts to get a little bit problematic.
It does.
But to have that view yourself and just be like, you know what, I think, and this is what I think, and he said that even himself, like, okay, I'm divorced, like, you know, like this is, take it with a grain of salt, which is, I think, the right way to go about it. But then like it's like the same with religion. It's like, you know, like when the most annoying thing is like when people from other religions like try to throw their religion upon you and be like, you should do this or you should do that.
Devil for not doing it. Yeah.
It's fine to like share your opinions, and this is what Christianity teaches, or this is what Islam teaches. But once he's like, you know what, you should do, you shouldn't do that, or telling them what you should or shouldn't do based on their personal beliefs, that can become a little bit condescending or triggering to some people.
Yeah, and it's like okay to have an opinion, but like,
yeah, of course.
Like, but yeah, like a great dialogue can have, and we can agree to disagree. But the minute you go like, yeah, you're not agreeing with me, so you're wrong. That's when things starts piling up. Like, and we seen it with the climate of the country in different ways. But it's okay to have different opinions. Nothing's wrong with having opinions. Just don't make your truth our truth.
Right. And I don't know. Obviously, I didn't. I try to watch the videos.
You don't know Spanish?
Más o menos,
Poquito.
you know. Yeah.
¿Dónde está el baño?
Yeah, la biblioteca. Dos asada, por favor. that's the, you know. But the like, I don't know if that's how he was coming across. The headlines made it kind of seem like that, of being like, sharing his point of view and being like, like, don't be afraid to tap into your femininity and be like the follower of a man. Like, and if that's what you want to do, like, go ahead, man. Like, there's plenty of people who do that. There's plenty of people who want that.
Yeah, because I want to be French Montana. I want to marry a freaking princess. Like, I want to be a stay-at-home dad. I want to be French Montana. I want to be a stay-at-home dad. Baby, go and work. I'll take care of our kids.
Yeah. I mean, because there are like responsibilities that need to be done no matter what. Like, regardless of who does them, that's another thing. That's a whole nother can of worms. So I don't know.
It just depends on the relationship. And I think the Mexican president, Claudia Sheinbaum, she said it perfectly. She was like, I have the role of a mother, I have the role of a grandma. She was like, and I also have the role of a leader and running the Mexican government, and this whole country is on me. And I was like, period.
Hey, I like it because she has some attitude.
She was like, but that doesn't mean, she was like, and I also have the role of cooking and cleaning because that's what I choose to do.
Right.
And she was like, I think she was like, he's a great soccer player, he could do what he wants. He was like, he clearly just has a lot to learn because women can be and do whatever they want to do. Like, those expectations, those standards they don't exist anymore to that extent, and it has to be understood that that's not what we're holding standards to.
Especially with a team like with Chivas, who has a women's team that's very successful. They just won the Liga MX title.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, imagine like if you're a Chivas feminine player, like listen to that and be like, damn, man, like,
and they've scored more goals. Like, and those they probably, all those girls on Chivas Mexico Femenil probably have scored more goals than him combined.
Well, I mean, I would hope so.
Well, like him as one player compared to.
I mean, he scored twice for
like their forwards. I'm saying, like, the forwards in Chivas Femenil have probably scored more than he has in the last
Because he scored twice for.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's one of the leading scorers in Mexico.
He's Mexico's all-time leading scorer.
No. But I mean, in Chivas' career.
Oh, in Chivas, I would hope that the women's team scored more than 2 goals. Like,
probably in the second thing because his first thing he was scoring
first.
Right.
Yeah. No, but like if they come and try to tell him, it's just like you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
No, and like Bridget went to CDMX. It's not a cheap place to live.
It's not.
So like nowadays, you got to have 2 providers in the house. Mm-hmm. You have to. Well, you don't have to, but
it helps.
It helps a lot.
That's just not how the economy is built out anymore.
Not at all. And it takes a village to do everything. So you have to be in the same wavelength with your partner to raising kids, dogs, whatever it may be. And like I said, you're looking for a person that's rich. Mm-hmm. Like, your perspective and my perspective is totally different. Mm-hmm. Like,
I want somebody who's rich too.
Right?
I'm trying to get there, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
Somebody, please follow the pod. No, but like, you can't. Your reality and people's reality is not the same. You gotta see it from a worldly view opposed to like your view, because it's totally different. Yeah. Like, even us, we probably complain about little things, but we probably have it better than some other people.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So if your expectation, if you think your expectations is going to be correct every single time, it's going to be wrong. Cause
it's also like that contradicting passenger princess trend that's going around. It's like there's these like people that are like, oh, in order to keep a man and to hold him, you have to like be a passenger princess. Like, it's like you have to let them open the door for you. You do not order at the restaurant. They have to order. You don't speak to the waitress or the hostess. They have to order. Like, the man has to order. Like, it's just so
it's 50-50.
Open That's what I'm talking about.
Open your own door.
It was just so crazy. And like, there's people out there who legit like follow that. Yeah. And there's a lot of like conversations about it, because it's like, that is not, I didn't like make it this far in life to like do that, to stay
so,
quiet.
No, but that's how you're raised though, because like my dad taught me, like, when you're on a date with a girl, take a girl out, you open the door for them, not because like just to bring them down, but like to respect, like, if that's your girl, queen, whatever she is to you, like, make sure you open the door for her. When you walk in the street, walk on the side of the street and let him, like, just in case, like, gets a car hits, it will hit you, not her. Yeah. But like it's also the way you were raised. But I you don't have to make it seem like is
extreme.
I got a question. I got a question for both of you though. So let's say you find a partner and they're very successful in what they do. They make, you know, enough money to take care of both of you to where you don't need to work.
Oh, we stay together.
And so but they say, look, since I'm the breadwinner, since I'm making the money, I don't want you working. I want you focused on taking care of the house.
All right, babe.
Cleaning. Like, would you, or like, and you are where you're at in your career. Like, you've worked hard at this point in your career. You enjoy working. You want, like, it gives you something to do. Like, you like your job. It's not like you're at a dead end job and you hate your 9 to 5 and, you know, you're thinking about, you know, the weekend on Monday. You know what I mean? Yeah. That you're in a very, you're successful yourself, but this person is much more successful than you. They come and they be like, hey, I love you. I love you. This last, 6 months have been great.
Oprah comes to me.
I'm looking, Oprah, yeah. But
right.
I'm looking for a long-term relationship, and this is what I need because I don't want to.
These are like my non-negotiables.
Exactly. Do you take that deal?
There's no working around it.
It's for them. It's a non-starter.
You no longer work.
Yeah. It's like, this is, if we want to start a family together, if we want to get married, this is how it needs to be.
I'll say yes because I'll just be logistics. I'm not doing none of the cleaning. but I'll find somebody to clean the house. Gardening, I got a Theo. I'll
changing diapers, doing all that stuff.
You got somebody for all of that.
Nah, I'll change the diapers. I will want to be hands-on as a parent, but other stuff.
So you'll delegate your roles. You'll delegate after being like you'll find a way. You're a manager at heart, right?
Yeah. At the end, I got to learn how to lead sometimes. I'll let her lead the outside, everything else, and I'll just lead the house.
She might be the head of the household, but you're the neck of the household.
I'm telling you what I'm saying? I'm just her right-hand man.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Bridget?
That's a big no for me.
So
I think I would lose myself and like my identity if I did that.
And I think that's like a common thing where it's like, you still enjoy working and you find you take, that's a big part of who you are. Like that's your value. And I don't know, like it's a really tough question because I've thought about it too, where it's like, one part of me is like, I'm with Julio, and like, oh man, like straight up.
The idea of it, like I don't gotta work, I don't gotta pay nothing.
But I don't know how long that could last. Because I mean, at the same time, like you could find a hobby, you could do things, you know what I mean? Like there's like,
go play soccer at my house. My wife is going to work.
Hey, anyone free?
Anyone free? Pick up in my backyard.
Find.
I'll make coffee and pancakes.
Coffee and matcha will be provided.
Get on the telenovela game, grind more.
On the top, people, Teca. Oh no.
Then he starts paying his friends to come over.
Exactly. Look, man, I know you got a job, but look, I could pay you.
Dude, I could pull up, but then I'm losing 4 hours of work. That's like a cool 500. I don't know.
I got you.
It sounds great though, but like during COVID, like we actually lived it.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Like first of all, like the first 2 weeks, I'm like, I don't have to go to work. Oh my God, I'm still getting paid. And I was happy. Then like the third week happens, I'm like, what the hell do I do?
Bro, remember we were like zooming at one point, playing games.
That was
First of all, let's be honest, during COVID, we were still hanging out together a lot. We were going to the base and just chilling.
But I mean, we had a couple of like Zoom. What were we doing? Like Mafia? We were playing Mafia.
We played Mafia.
Drinking.
Yeah, we were drinking.
No, but it sounds like fun. But like honestly, after that third week, like if you don't have a hobby or you don't have nothing to really do, like go somewhere, it could get really boring.
I mean, like drop the kids off and go play golf. Like that sounds like.
Hey, never mind.
Yeah,
going back to my first statement. I'm ready to be.
Perspective change.
At that point, you're probably country club. Like you're a member of the country club. Have a couple drinks. Go play some golf.
Damn.
Pick up the kids.
Life.
And I just wear Lululemon like golf stuff.
You know
every
what I
day.
mean?
That's a lot.
Looking like a baddie out there.
I'm ready to be retired.
Take a little sip of coffee outside. You're like,
and
what course am I going to today?
And then get home like, clean the house yet. 36 holes. That's cool. 8 hours of work right there.
Oh my God.
Oof, that was a tough day.
Hey, I don't know, but that does not sound bad at all.
Babe, I didn't hit any fairways on the front nine. Like it was a tough day. Like I just need a little bit of time to decompress.
Babe,
Okay?
I shot under 110. I had a great day.
Was it?
110. I shot under 110. Yeah. I'm getting better. How was
Not
work?
my best, but I'm getting better.
How was work?
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. Like it's a question because like it's a reality of like, and it's happening.
If that was the case for me, like let me decide that. Let me get to that point and be like, you know what? Can we have this conversation?
Right. And then I think also it's a little bit red flaggish if that's like kind of like a non-negotiable thing where it's like they can't have any discussions about it and they're not willing to compromise. You know, like most things, it's like, you know, it's okay to have non-negotiables and have standards and stuff, but I feel like when it comes to something like that big, like you would want a partner that can at least, you know, maybe work with you and like not be like, it's my way or the highway, you know?
It's crazy because then they're going to be like, I'm going to a Coldplay concert and I'm going to give it.
And that's how you find yourself at a Coldplay concert.
Dude, one time.
Damn, man, that was good callback there. Yeah.
Like, babe, I'm going to a Coldplay.
What
time are you getting back? You know I got an early golf game tomorrow. Are you going to do this with me today on a Wednesday?
And Coldplay at that? I know what happens at Coldplay.
It's not Vivin La Vida. It's Living La Vida Loca. I've seen the video.
Viva La Vida Loca. Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Coldplay.
Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts before we wrap things up?
I want to end off on the new 90 Total 90.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's talk about
Bring
it.
them back.
Bro,
they're bringing them back.
They're bringing them out. Nikki's already posted the USA and Brazil one. They had a Ronaldinho and Donovan.
Yeah.
So all right, Donovan. See, you are a spokesman for U.S. soccer.
Yeah.
Let's have a meeting with these kids and like
get them back to.
Let's get back to being one.
You want to make America great again? Is that what you're saying?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Is that what you're saying?
If that was a point, I would have had like makeup on my hand.
I will say the Total 90s, even like the shoes.
Yeah.
Hard. I need to get me. I haven't gotten any of them because I can't decide which one to get.
Yeah, they have. I mean, so
unless Nike's trying to send some, then you know.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've done a really good job. I think the last couple, like last month, really, of like. They're doing like the whole new. They've revamped their kind of soccer look, and they really took it back to that T90 era, like the new, like the retro logo, the triangle ball logo, the Toma El Luego campaign that they're doing. I think it's been really successful across LA. I love how they're doing, you know, different neighborhoods. They're doing like,
and I want to shout them out for that, just because like the neighborhood they picked out El Sereno, like they had Whittier, like Venice, and the football for her looked amazing. So shout out to Nike because
one thing though about that, they said that they did one in the Valley, but they did Santa Clarita. Like, come on, man. It's a little bit disrespectful.
First of all,
but the Insane's Academy is
they're
very, very deserving of
that.
But
I think Santa Clarita is like it gives like middle ground from like the Valley and a little bit north of the Valley.
Bro, that's a whole different area code, man. That's like that's not 626. What I don't even know what it is. Like 714.
Isn't that where Six Flags is?
That's where Six Flags is.
Yeah, but shout out to them because they bring LA's community. I was there last week for the one in Pan Pacific.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Like it was great because the final, like the playoff games were basically you'll play. I think it was about like 20-minute games, first half, second half, but then the game could have ended 4-3. But that didn't matter because at the end you had to play one-on-one and each goal for a minute. It was 3 people. They played one-on-one, 1 minute each, and every goal counted as 2. Oh. So you could have won 4-3, but if you lost the one-on-one battles, you could have been down freaking 10-6. Like it was a crazy turnaround. I loved it. A lot of the soccer community, a lot of the soccer creators were out there. It's amazing. The Full Boutique had the jerseys vibing out. So man, it was great. U.S. national team's director of scouting for the women's national team was there. She was there looking at the girls.
It's all used.
And didn't Mel B come back to play in it?
Mel
from
Barcenas. Oh, I thought you meant Mel B. Like, isn't Mel B a Spice Girl? Isn't she? I don't know.
No, but
Barcenas.
Barcenas.
But Thompson was there.
Alyssa or Giselle?
I don't want to bring it up like this, but the girl that had that incident with Angel City C that she had a.
The young girl?
The one that had is it Sydney? The one that had a heart attack?
Center back. From North Carolina. She's from Agora Hills. What's her name, dude? She went to Agora High School. Not Simone. No. The girl that had the heart incident.
It starts with an S.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I'm blanking.
Me too. I'm blanking out. But she was there. So like they were front row looking at the girls play. So honestly, like, and I saw a creator say like, I'm a dreamer. I want to go pro. This is a great event. And it literally like, it brought me back memories like to like when I was playing these tournaments and thinking I could go pro. So even now, like I want to go out and just train just because like that really motivated. So Nike did an amazing job. Shout out Nike, showing LA love, especially like what everything's going on in the city right now. All the people that have been hurt for whatever's going on. So having that look for all of LA from north all the way to south, like east, it's amazing because the kids loved it. The kids were like shouting out. They were having great time. Like they had the flares going on for the finals. Amazing. Shout out to Nike for that.
And we'll be there this weekend.
Yeah.
For the finals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we'll
catch
recap that next week. Yeah, catch us. I mean, it'll be Tuesday when this comes out. So
we'll recap.
Yeah. Hopefully you caught us there.
As you can see, I'll be the only one outside.
I
mean,
I beg to differ.
Yeah, we've been.
He chooses.
Yeah, he picks and chooses, but it's okay. Julio's been doing good. Yeah, shouts to you, Julio. Good job. Good job, Julio. Yeah,
you with my gang. Do you gang bang?
Yeah, are you rocking Adidas shouting out Nike? That's crazy, dude.
No, see, but I took the stripes off just because I'm like.
Are those superstars? Oh,
yeah, they're from the swap meet.
They got 4 stripes? He was looking for something to say.
Yeah, what?
He was like, damn, Bridge low-key got it on. I can't.
What's your ugly hat? Hey, Durango. No, I'm lying. Shout out to Durango.
Oh, not invited. You're not invited.
My people's got a house out there. Shout out to Pops.
My people, we're gonna go live one day from Durango.
Los alacranes.
We'll go host an urban pitch tournament in the.
If you ever see us, if you see us in Durango, just know like it's whatever you see on Instagram, like it may or may not have happened.
If you see me on public with sunglasses on and it's like 10 p.m. just leave me alone. Say hi, walk away.
Just wave, smile and wave.
Approach me like a bear, you know? Like very slowly, very cautiously.
Because I might freak out once you say hi and run away.
We know.
Yeah. Oh man, this has been another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. William Monterosa, Bridget Flores, I'm Ramsey Abushala. Keep it tapped in with us, and we'll see you next week.